Hi. Checking. 1, 2, 3. Hi, this is Trinity. And again, this is Trinity's Rabbithole / the Space Channel. Today, I will be talking about nothing. It's a ramble kind of day. When I start or lead with my mindset on talking about something, it doesn't actually work out. Like, I just freeze up. I just can't seem to talk. But I did have a thought that inspired me to do this video, and it was a loud thought too. It was, I am tired. I am done with working on myself. I just want to live, I can't put it any more simple. I was just, riding in my car yesterday, and I was driving home, and I had just made groceries, and I was craving Subway at first, and I really wanted a sandwich, and I was asking myself, do I really want Subway or do I want a sandwich? Am I hungry, or am I just looking for a quick fix to a craving, which was a sub sandwich? And so, I went and I got all the ingredients that I would have put on my sandwich if I went to Subway. And, I was just driving home, just feeling so grateful to have all this food and to prepare it and to be fulfilled by the fact that I would probably still be hungry if I settled for the Subway sandwich. And but I'm done working on myself. I'm not a project. I'm not plants, they don't work on themselves. Animals don't work on themselves. Why is it that humans who have come into the age of New Age spirituality are so obsessed with working on themselves? I would say it's because when we finally reach the tip of the iceberg of our subconscious, of the ugly parts of ourselves, the dark sides, the things that we hide from public or society, we get obsessed with working on ourselves because it's hard to accept these parts of ourselves. We've been growing up where movies are centered toward destroying and silencing the villain and, championing and praising the hero, right? But they never quite, and some movies some movies have explored, the paths, the journeys, the psychology of villains. They try to, help you find empathy for villains. And when I think of a villain, I think of the Joker. The Joker came out with a movie, and it wasn't necessarily a superhero movie. It was about the development phases of how the Joker came to be. It kind of helped us interpret and understand what's going on in his mind and how he perceives reality and what happened to him to make him that way. And the reason why I appreciate a movie like that is because it helps us connect and create empathy for people that we often demonize and just throw away, you know. And I think that because we're so quick to demonize the bad guy, we do it to ourselves. And we don't want to look at ourselves or people to look at us like the bad guy. And so that's why I feel like when we learn about healing, when we learn about like new age spirituality, you know, our first instinct is to obsess over, you know, trying to fix ourselves, trying to like change ourselves. And, you know, I just have found that to be quite exhausting. Like, you know, I think that healing is a natural occurrence. Just like if you get a cut on your wound, it doesn't heal because you're saying heal, 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 get better, or you know, what caused this, what triggered this, how can I, like, da 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 da, you know. And I do believe in introspection, don't get me wrong on that, but it's just like the wound gonna heal, you know. Like, you just gotta let it breathe. You gotta create the right environment for it, you know. Don't be rolling in dirt and, you know, playing with a bunch of snotty-nosed kids while you got an open wound, you know. Put a Band-Aid on it, and don't keep putting Band-Aids on it, because, you know, if you keep doing that, the wound won't get your skin, the cells, whatever the body does, won't get a chance to breathe and to take in new information and store it so that it can assess, okay, you know, we need to take care of this. And I feel like the body, not only the body is like that, but so is the mind and the soul. And, you know, we've kind of diminished our inherent ability to be human in the name of healing. You know, like, everybody's calling each other narcissists. Everybody is, you know, a victim of narcissism. Everybody's trying to, you know, do Kundalini yoga and light sage and read tarot cards, and that's fine. Like, but I'm just like, you know, why is it so common if it's so profound? Because the most profound things to me that I've sought after were rare, and it didn't come with a manual. I did not find it on Instagram or, you know, watching some spiritual bitch talk about her journey. Maybe. It depends on the girl. But they got a lot of people with spiritual journeys that they want to share. And I'm not even going to lie, I'm getting tired of it, because nobody is sharing the nasty, gritty, ugly parts within them stories. They glazing it in, you know, donut sugar, and they calling it a journey. But it's like, what is a journey without a character arc? What is a journey without, you know, you telling the world that you did some freaky stuff in the back of a school library? Not talking about myself, by the way. I'm thinking of a girl. Who I went to art school with, actually, and she was a great artist, but she didn't have the greatest personality, and she wasn't good looking either. But her art was good. But she one of those girls who show all her beautiful art, but nobody would ever know that, like, you know, this artist has, you know, part of her journey was sucking dick in the back of a library. And we not shaming her for it, but because we shame people's dark sides, like, we don't get to see how this part of people's lives, like, created who you see them as today. And I will in the future be sharing, some of my ugly, but I think we become obsessed with healing and purification because we don't want to be ugly. Ooh, we don't want to be ugly. We don't want to be seen in our ugliness. But honestly, I've seen so much ugly that I honestly just think it's a spectrum of beauty. And because of that, I'm okay with, not prioritizing, the sunlight. Let me fix that for you guys. There we go. Now I look kind of white. What was I saying? Yeah, that's why I don't prioritize healing in the way people do. Like, there we go again. I trust that my soul and my mind and my body knows what to do. I guess it's about self-trust. How much do you trust yourself? I think that a lot of people are missing that in their healing journey. They're taking these herbs, they're getting readings done, and they're going to, psychedelic ceremonies. But that's just a reflection of not trusting, your process and your natural, inherent ability to develop as a human. We don't like to be ugly throughout our phases. We want to look polished and clean throughout it all. We want to feel clean throughout it all. But I don't think it works like that, It doesn't work like that. I think that obsessing over healing actually stagnates the process in healing, because now it's a task. You're not just living, you're not just being human. And our spiritual ego, I guess, tends to do that, because our soul just wants to live and play and have fun and live. I think our mind gets caught up in it, and it wants to, I think we're just healing from our minds. I think we're treating ourselves like the therapists treat us in the clinical field. And because we've grown up in a society that is used to treating us symptomatically, we inherently do it to ourselves. And I think part of our symptom in systematically healing ourselves is obsessing over healing itself. I've heard people say that, like, they've become more angry at people and their families after, like, reading psychology books and stuff, because now that's all you see, and if we look at every opportunity as an opportunity to heal, rather than just receiving the opportunity as it is, I think that we miss the opportunity altogether. In fact, we miss the wholeness of it by only viewing it through the lens of healing. And that's why some people go to psychedelic ceremonies and probably don't get the true healing that they need, because they trust that the plant will heal them, not themselves. So they're externalizing it, which goes back to the system of symptomatic healing. Symptomatic healing is about focusing on the external rather than the internal. However you receive that, that's how you should perceive it, I guess. And I'm glad to get this off my chest because it feels so liberating to know that I am whole and I will naturally evolve as long as I trust and accept that I will evolve and grow. You know, I'm not a project. And I'm not a broken object.